a radio show in Flint called the Skunk Works Show.
Skunk work?
Skunk Works Show.
Skunk. Animal.
That's right.
Got
Absolutely.
it.
I'm downtown Windsor. In the backdrop, you see Detroit, and I am standing with.
Brenda Gerard.
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. I'm just out on my walk.
I'm going to assume, since we're in Windsor, that you live here in Windsor.
I do live here in Windsor.
I'm from Michigan. I do a radio show called the Skunk Works Show on WFNT in Flint, Michigan. The reason we're over here today is we're talking to Canadians about medical marijuana. Do you know anything about the medical marijuana program in Canada?
I know a little bit about it. If the people need it that have medical conditions, then I do believe in it. But I can see what's going to happen is they legalize that over here, and we're going to have people at work high and delirious all the time, and there's nothing that anybody can do about it because they need proof that this person is high and delirious. I do work at Met Hospital, and I see a lot there, and I see people there that had just smoked pot and went into work. There's nothing that they can do about it because they have no proof that this person is high.
I see. That is definitely a concern. We do not advocate people being high at work or driving or doing anything that you should be sober for. In the States, I'm sure you've noticed that Colorado and Washington are two states that have legalized marijuana for recreational use for people 21 and over. It looks like there's going to be a handful more of those states. Do you see that Canada's probably going to follow that lead and make it recreational for anyone 21 and over?
I really hope that they don't, but if they do, everybody needs to be cautious of these people that are going to be high and delirious.
Safety first is what we always try to, say first. If you want to use cannabis, you should do it when you're on your downtime or your relaxed time. We never advocate that anybody uses cannabis at work or driving or doing anything that could endanger other people. So if people are responsible, do you think that would be a little bit easier to tolerate for you?
To be honest with you, I have a lot of friends and I know a lot of people that smoke pot. Me, I don't smoke pot. I did try it one time. No, I don't like it. I don't like the feeling.
Thank you very much for your time. I'm still in Windsor. It's a beautiful summer day, and I'm standing with
Bruce.
Bruce, where are you from?
Windsor.
How long have you lived here in Canada?
30 years.
We're talking about marijuana today. In the United States, we've got 2 states that have recreational marijuana. We have 22 states that have medical marijuana. What's your opinion about medical marijuana here in Canada?
Oh, well, as far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing. That's what I think. I mean, people are growing marijuana all the time. I have friends that grow their own marijuana. And I don't know if it's medical or regular, recreational. I don't see anything wrong with smoking a joint occasionally, like having the odd beer or something. I'm an alcoholic. I haven't drank for 37 years, but I used to drink. So, when I could get alcohol, I drank alcohol. So but if marijuana, if they don't legalize it, everybody would be growing it. And they have to test it to see if it's the difference between recreational and medical. I think you're going to have half the country high all the time.
Well, you see in the United States that it is happening. It looks like it is going to become legalized. If you think they legalize it in the United States, Canada will follow?
You never know. You really don't know. I mean, we're trying to get people to quit smoking in Canada. Now we're moving to a new drug. I just think that it needs to be sold like a liquor store. Not in a grocery store, but in a liquor store.
Under a controlled environment for people 21 and over.
That's right. It's like if you have your own still, you're in trouble. If you grow your own marijuana, I think you should be in trouble.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. This is Ryan reporting for the Skunk Works Show. We're in downtown Windsor, and I'm standing with
Chuck.
Chuck, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, thanks.
We're over here today talking to people about marijuana. In the United States, 2 states have already legalized recreational marijuana for 21 and over. A handful of states are going to vote that way this November. How do you think that's going to affect the policies here in Canada, if at all?
Well, I'm sure they're going to be looking at that. And I think I just heard on the news there not long ago, they're considering on doing some grow-ops here too. So just legalize it and be done with it.
We're headed to Vancouver in 3 weeks. In British Columbia, I understand that they have cafes and there's already a marijuana trade or retail market. Do you know anything about that?
I've heard about that. Yeah, sure. That's probably like Colorado for the States. BC would be Colorado for us.
If people are using cannabis recreationally and they're responsible, you don't have an issue with it.
What? No, not at all. Not at all. Smart thing to do is let the government control it, sell it. You sell it to 18 or whatever above. Do your laws on it and tax the hell out of it. It's a natural plant, grows for nothing. Tax it, the government makes a fortune off it.
Thank you very much for your time.
This is Skunk Works.
Legalize it and be done with it.
Everybody needs to be cautious of these people that are going to be high and delirious.